What's up, everybody? This is Michael at Fouch Fabs, and I'm working on my showroom, and I kind of made a discovery, and I like to make videos when I learn something new. It's not every day I learn something, but occasionally I do. So I'm going to flip the screen back over so you can see what we're working on and tell you what we got. So what I'm working on here in the showroom is putting my marble around my fish tank here. So, as you can see, I've glued some pieces together here. Normally, I can get my color pretty good, and you know, those lines aren't as noticeable. I had decided to try this different epoxy, this Tenax Titanium, and it's supposed to be clear. Give me just a second here, and I will lift it up for you. Alright guys, so you can see it's supposed to be clear, alright? I've also got, this is the normal one I use, the K-Bond Elite. Pop it open with my knife here if I can. Bear with me, guys. Alright guys, so I went ahead and hooked up my GoPro on my head here too. So you saw the lines over there on the tank, and like I said, I was using this titanium. This is the color I mixed, white with a little bit of gray. This is what it turned out after I put some hardener in it. So my Levi truck driver, the one I bought this titanium off of from Tenax, said, well, I see your problem. You're using the hardener that you're supposed to use with the K-Bond Elite. And I'm like, well, what the hell? That sucks. You know, in the 18 years I've been doing this, I've always been able to use the same hardener for epoxies, unless it's that new stuff that you have the liquid hardener for. And I said, but, you know, makes sense. If I'm going to make a video, I'd like to, you know, try to do everything correctly, because people are going to say that. So this is the Tenax hardener, which comes with that. So I went ahead and mixed up a batch. As you can see, it's actually more yellow than when I used the wrong hardener. So what we're going to do here, I'm going to mix up some of my K-Bond, which I like and I know that works. And we're going to mix up some of this Tenax with its hardener. I'll use some K-Bond with its hardener, and then I'll use it with the Tenax hardener, and then I'll use the Tenax with its hardener and the other hardener, and we'll see what happens from there. I'm going to mark it here. Titanium, titanium, K-Bond, K-Bond, T-hardener, T-hardener. Alright, and then we're going to see what color they end up being. So I'm going to pause it on the phone so I can do this. It'll still be on the well, I'll try to video. Come here, Dylan. Video me here with the phone. I got Dylan, he's my new guy here. I want to have him video me here for a minute. So first thing I'm going to do is take this titanium here. I'm going to put it on the titanium. Okay. Now we're going to put some titanium here. That's just for the different hardness. Alright. And then we're going to use the K-Bond Elite here. And this is going to go on this one. And this is going to go on this one. I'm actually going to use it for my skin coat over here. So I am going to add a little bit of color. Alright, so a little bit of white. A little bit of white. A little bit of white. bit of white. I can see even in the beginning that the titanium is a little clearer than the K-bond. We'll see what happens when we add that hardener to it. Alright. So now, K-bond with the hardener that's supposed to be used with the K-bond. Right here. Alright. Titanium with the hardener that's supposed to be used with the K-bond. Alright. Now the K-bond with the hardener is supposed to be used with the titanium. Titanium with the hardener is supposed to be used with the titanium. What I'm going to do is I'm going to mix all this hardener in it, and then I'm going to take one of the K-bonds over here from the skim coat, and then we'll see what happens as it dries. As you can see, I'm not using too much hardener, because that's one thing people's going to say, you're using too much hardener. Oh, no, I'm not. I've done this forever. I'm using just a little bit. I'm not using any less because I don't have 24 hours to wait for it to set up and dry. Alright, there's the hardener in that one. Here's the titanium hardener in the titanium. Mix it up real good. I can even see just putting the hardener in it, it's starting to change color. I think there's a little bit more of that than there is that. The hardener. This is the K-bond with the titanium hardener. And this is the K-bond with the K-bond hardener. Now Dylan and I is going to walk over here while this is setting up. And we're going to put this K-bond over here on my fish tank for the skim coat. Watch what we're doing. You can see the yellow is where it's set up. I went ahead and top polished to try to make it look a little bit better, but not real happy about that. But ain't a whole lot I can do. Engrave it all out, but I'm not gonna do all that. I wish I'd have used the K-bond Elite in the beginning, and I wouldn't have this problem, but hindsight's 20/20. But the main thing about my videos is to prevent you guys out there from encountering the same problem. I do see I'm starting to get a little bit of yellow on this. Alright, so I've got it skimmed around there. Now all we got to do is just kind of wait for it to dry. And wow. So it's not all the way dry, but take a look at our colors, guys. Look at that. Is that not weird? That's like a, I don't know, like a pinkish tint. Does it look pinkish to you, Dylan?
Yeah.
Definitely a different color than what we started with. Pinkish on that one. This one, it does have a little bit of a yellow tint to it. As well as this one. Dylan, keep recording this. I'm going to go get a heat gun to kind of speed up this process. Alright guys, I'm just going to add a little bit of heat to it to kind of make it set up a little faster. As you can see, the titanium seems to be a bit more flammable than the K-bond. Oh man, really wants to catch on fire, don't it? So we're starting to get some setup now. Seems like the you can see on the outside there where it's sitting up. Still hasn't turned to that oatmeal kind of look. From here setting up, just kind of on the outside where the fire hit. This one here is actually setting up pretty decent, as well as this one here. So, seems to kind of be losing that pinkish look now, you know. Over here still setting up. Seems like the titanium sets up a little faster. Normally on a job site I wouldn't set my stuff on fire, but you're really not going to have blobs that you're trying to get heated up. You're going to go on the sides of the thing and just heat up the stone. Kind of made a mess with the teeth. Alright, these are totally set up, guys. That's kind of what we started with there. And this is kind of what we started with here. I added a little white to it, as y'all remember. Looks like they both got a little bit of yellow to it. Is one more yellow than the other? I don't know. They both got some yellow to it. We're almost done, David. They've both got a little bit of yellow to it. So maybe we could try to use a little less hardener. Probably going to have to try to use a little more color pigment so that the pigment kind of outweighs the yellowing of the hardener. But just bear in mind, guys, that you're not going to be able to use just the epoxy itself with the K-bond or the titanium and get a transparent or a trans white look. You're going to have to use more of color pigment in it and you're going to have to use just a teeny tiny amount of hardener, probably with no heat, and just let it set up naturally. You might have to wait 30-45 minutes for it to set up, because you're going to have to use very, very little hardener in order to get that clear look. Just through my experience and over the past 3 years, I've been using this K-Bond Elite, and even with solid white quartz, I am able to get solid white with my color pigments. With the I would have probably mixed something like I did with the titanium with the K-Bond, and it would have probably ended up clear. I was hoping this experiment would kind of give us a little better idea, but looks like we both just kind of turned out yellowish. That one there is terrible. But I don't see that any of them are good. So I don't know that I didn't show any of them to be great with this experiment. What I did show is that they will both turn yellow. So I guess preference on what you like, and over the next couple of weeks, I'll work with them a little more and try to come up with a way that we can make sure that they don't turn yellow, and then I'll make a video on that. But thanks for watching, guys. I really appreciate it. Share the video, subscribe if you haven't, and I'll see you on the next one. Thanks.